roly-poly, daddy's little fatty. I bet he's gonna be a man someday. Oh! The old roly-poly. Thank you, folks. We are the Shucks Brothers, everybody. Have a great evening. The rest of this evening, bid high, bid early, bid often. We got one more song for you. Steve will pick up the five-string banjo. We'll do this tune that was declared the Tennessee State Song by the Tennessee legislature some number of years ago. It's been recorded by hundreds of different groups and so on. Originally, the big hit was a group called the Osborne Brothers. And it's a song, there's a lot of interest now in agricultural states like Nebraska and Iowa and so on about taking corn and making alcohol to, blend with gasoline and stuff like that. But as it turns out, in Tennessee, they've been making corn into alcohol for a long, long time. You can drive with it. You can do all kinds. You can shower in it.
So after we do this, we'll set the stage, and we'll have introductions on exactly how we're going to do this tonight. But thank you guys for being here. This is a very special night. We're doing it in the key of A. That's right. Thanks to Donnie Robertson over here. Thank you for running the sound. Donnie, right, we enjoy working with you. Thanks to everyone with the Serving Hands event for having the Shucks Brothers. We appreciate Allo Communications here in Lincoln. Fiber Internet, fastest around for having the Shucks Brothers play for you. All right, boys, I think that is it. Let's do a little Rocky Top and get out of here. You ready?
I wish that I was on Rocky Top down in the Tennessee Hills. There ain't no smoggy smoke on Rocky Top, don't pay telephone bills. Once I had a girl on Rocky Top, half bear, the other half cat. Wild as milk and sweet as sweet pie, I still drink about that. Help me out, boys. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Once two strangers climbed up on Rocky Top looking for moonshine still. Strangers that come down from Rocky Top reckon they never corn won't go on Rocky Top, Rocky 5-4. That's why hog folks on Rocky Top get their corn from a jar. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Had years of cramped up city life, stuck like a duck in a pen. All I know is it's one pity life can't be simple again. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
folks.
Thank you. Good evening. Good to have everybody with us tonight. This is a fun event. But before we go any further, and some of the guys are already out of here, I'd like to give a shout out to the Shucks brothers. One more time, they gave us some great music as we worked up to our auction this evening. Great to have everybody here. Thanks again, Shuck brothers. My name's Chris Lofgren. Who's that? Well, if you don't know my face, you might know all directions moving well, no traffic problems. We've got all kinds of stuff going on. So you might hear my voice. You might not recognize I was the announcer for the Sull Dogs for 16 years and did the Husker men's and women's gymnastics program, and I still do some high school stuff. So if you're a Southeast regular or a Southwest regular, I do most of their athletic events during their various seasons, football, basketball, and that kind of stuff. So I stay involved in the community in that way, and it's a lot of fun. It is so fun to watch these kids grow up and go on and do their college and that kind of stuff. But I am so proud to be here, to be a part of this art exhibit and auction. And if you haven't had a chance to see the various sculptures, the hand sculptures in the on the sidewalk in front of Pinnacle Bank, you've got to take time to look at all of them. They're fantastic. But we do have a few housekeeping items. We want to make sure that we recognize people who have been a part of this project. And the first person I just wanted to stand up and wave her hand, but Liz Shea McCoy is the director of the art project. Liz, where are you? I know you're around here somewhere. There you are. There's Liz right over there. Liz Shea McCoy. She works tirelessly to coordinate this entire event, and it's a love of art, a love of our community that this happens, and thanks to Liz, because we all get to enjoy the benefit of what this means, because they've been throughout the community this entire summer, spring and summer and into the fall, and we've had an opportunity to enjoy them and see them at various locations around the city. So what a great concept, what a fun project it is for Lincoln.
Happy news.
All right. Cars are being towed from the post office lot. If you happen to have parked your car over in the post office, and that's the parking lot right next door, it's not fair, I know, but that's what they do to the east of this facility. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the post office is pretty strict about that. So if you parked over there and it hasn't been towed yet, maybe run on over and move it. All right, back to the items at hand. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Mike Anderson, who both sponsored a sculpture and offered his services of Anderson Ford to clear coat all the sculptures. So as you can imagine, when you begin a project like this, you get raw materials, but then you have to make sure that the materials are protected and ready to receive whatever coating that they might get from an artist. And so you clear coat them, not unlike your car. So when you get a car clear coated, it helps to cover everything up. So that is fantastic. Special thanks to Cornhusker Bank for underwriting the cost of the Serving Hands traveling exhibit. And a special thanks to Tom Lorenz and his entire staff here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. We've got some great folks that have helped set everything up, make sure that the sidewalk was clear so that we could bring all the sculptures downtown and let everybody enjoy them one last time as a group. But thank you to Tom Lorenz and the entire Pinnacle staff for making Pinnacle Bank lobby available for us for this special event. And now, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, those who are able, we ask that you rise with the gentlemen removing their hats. It is my pleasure to introduce to you and welcome Aaron Spilker, representing the Lincoln, Nebraska police department in uniform to sing the Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem.
Is this one up? Sorry. Good. Okay. Apologize. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Aaron Spilker, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Aaron, and thank you for your service. That was awesome, huh? Man. How fun. All right, now, speaking of fun, the real fun begins. It is my pleasure to introduce to you a young gentleman. Well, I'm younger than you. You know, I'm old enough to remember when we didn't have cell phones. He's old enough to remember when cars were fairly new. Tom Bassett is auctioneer extraordinaire. He is so much fun, and we're going to have a great time tonight. But Tom Bassett also has coin and antique business, and so he does a lot of things in the appraisal world and that kind of stuff. So if you're ever looking for something, you find that wonderful object in your attic, and you wonder, I wonder if this is worth anything.
How much is this going to cost me, by the way?
Well, I don't know, but
Okay,
I'm
thought I'd
thinking
ask.
lunch sometime down the road, maybe.
Doable.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Bassett, our auctioneer.
Thanks, Chris.
You bet.
If Officer Spilker couldn't be here tonight, someone foolishly said Chris could do the job. And Chris said that is foolish.
There you go.
Get up there. Well, I hope you have your handy-dandy red book handy.
Have your
Page
book
12.
handy.
Page 12, we start out with the Platte River Sunset, and Chris is going to mention
Yes.
that, but we will go right down those numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We'll just follow the book.
And follow the book. There should be a picture
And
up
there-
here somewhere that kind of looks like what we want it to look like.
I might
With any luck.
emphasize the details for acquiring your piece of art, and those kinds of things are in your book. So, you know, how we've arranged for moving your piece of art and that kind of stuff. All those instructions are in the book. If you haven't reviewed that, that would be a good time. Are we ready to go with number one?
I sure hope so.
Number one, Platte River Sunset. The artist is Joel Anderson.
Very good. Thanks, Chris, and thanks everybody for being here. If you read the auction rules, we know we get the starting bid of $2,000 per item.
There
It's
you
always
go.
a good place to start. Never scratch your head at an auction, by the way. Thought I'd mention that. Yeah, we don't do that.
But we would like to see a show of hands.
We would, yeah.
Yeah.
In more
There you
ways
go.
than one, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just having fun. Who'll bid $2,000? Give us a start. 2,000 and 2,500 and 25. Bid them 25. Bid them 25. Bid them
Yep.
25. Bid them 2,025 and 25. Bid them 2,500 and 2,500. Bid them 2,500. I saw at the back in 3,000 and 3,500 and 35. Make it 35. Bid them 35. Bid them 35. Bid them 3,500 and 3,500. I saw it at the back and 4,000. Bob 4. Bid them a 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 4.
Yep.
Now 4,500 and 45. Bid them a 45. Bid them a 45. Bid them a 45. Bid them a 45. Got about a third floor road back here at 400. 4,000 now 4,500. All done 45. 45. 45. Sold on here 4,000 even money. And the number is Bob's on the back here somewhere. You're a good man. 164. Thank you. Round of applause.
All right. Thank you. Sculpture number 2, Look at This by
Yeah.
Greg Holden.
It's coming any minute now. Yay, there we are. Great. Wow. Greg did a super duper duper job on that. And he could bid about $8,000 on this one. Give me 2,000 just a low start. 2,000 where? 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2. Now 2,500 and 25, bid him a 25, bid him a 25, bid him a 25, bid him a 2,500 and 25, bid him a 25, bid him a 25, bid him a 25, about 22 and a half and 22 and a half, bid him a 22.50. Now 22.50, bid him a 22.50 and 22.50, bid him a 22 and a half, bid him a 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 22.50. 22.50. Are we all done? 22.50. Sold 2,000 even money right down somewhere. And your bid number is right on the back here somewhere. So pay attention here. There it is. 167. Thank you.
All right. Sculpture number 3. This is really fun. What a unique kind of combination.
Yes, super.
As you look at the Black Keys, White Keys by Max Reese.
Thank you, Chris.
You
Let's
bet.
give it a same start. 2,000 where? 2,000, bid him a 2, 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 bid him 2,000, and 2,000. That's a starting bid. 2,000, bid him a 2, 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 bid him a 2,000, and 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2 grand, and 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2,000, 2,000. We do have a plan B, by the way, in case we don't get this one sold this time, or any of them, but we will. We will get them sold. 2,000 where? 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, heck of a piece. 2,000, bid him a 2, 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 bid him a 2. 2,000, give it a thought here. 2,000. They'll start going up and up and up as we go along. 2,000. If you want one, this could be the time. 2,000. Anybody 2,000? Last call here, 2,000. We will pass on that one. You will have a shot at it a little bit later, shall
You
we
bet.
say.
The Starry Night. Beautiful sculpture.
Yep.
By Patrick Guther.
And let's start that with a 2,000 where? And 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, now 2,500 and 25, bid him a 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 2,500 and 25, bid him a 25, bid him a 25, bid him a 2,500 and 25, bid him a 25. 22.50, try it again, 22 and a half. 22.50, thank you. Now 25, bid him a 5, bid him a 25, 25, bid him a 25, 25, 22 and a half, yeah, 25, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, bid him a 27 and a half, bid 2,500, now 27 and a half, is that yes? 27 and a half, 27 and a half, all done, 27.50, 27.50, sold 2,500. Right down front here, 164 again, sound right? Turn the page. Oh, now we're up to number 5 there.
I have to turn the page and hold my pen and hold the microphone
Oh,
all
yeah.
at
That
once.
was tough.
You know, this is
That
so
walking
hard.
and chewing gum at the same time is tough.
Number 5 is
Ah.
Climbing Rose High Aspirations by Darlene Jansen.
And also a word here, thank you patrons so very much for getting involved with this event and helping fund the individual wonderful, wonderful figures that we're selling this evening. So thank you all patrons as well as artists. Climbing Rose, High Aspirations, super duper duper. And give me 2,000 to start me out one, and 2,000 where? Bid him a 2, 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 and 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2,000, 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, thank you, now 22 and a half, bid 22.50, and 22 and a half, out of a 22 and a half, bid him a 22.50, now 25, 25, bid him a 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 25, Bob, bid him a 25, 27 and a half, bid him a 27 and a half, bid him a 27 and a half, and 27 and a half, 3,000, bid him a 3, 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 27.50 towards the back, and 3, and 3, and 3, bid him a 3, that 32 and a half, out of it 32 and a half, 3250, bid him at 32 and a half, 3,250 bucks. 32 and a half. Are we all done? 32 and a half. Sold down here, 3,000 even money, 164.
Number 6, Reach for the Stars.
Cool.
From the heart of Nebraska.
That is quite a lot of thought went into that one, shall we say,
Isn't that
Chris?
something?
Yep.
Yeah.
As did most of these, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
I saw Chris's idea,
Yeah.
and
I'm sure you did.
It was interesting. There were stick people involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a stretch.
Yeah, he spent 2 days working on that one. So there you go. And give me 2,000 to start us off. 2,000 where? Bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2. We are on item number 6. 2,000. Bid him a 2, 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 bid him a 2. And 2,000. Bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2,000. I see it where we are at the back. 2,000 and 2250 and 22 and a half. What about 22 and a half? Bid him a 22 and a half. Bid him a 22 and a half. 2250. 2250. 22 and a half. What about 22 and a half? 2,250 bucks. 22 and a half. Bid him at 22 and a half. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. Sold it for $2,000, and I thought the number was 129, I believe. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Number 7, Beauty from Ashes, Ellie and Kylene.
Cool.
By Allison Rash.
Very colorful, very nice.
It is.
And give us 2,000 to start us off that. 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2,000. 2,000, opening bid, 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2. If you came for one, this could be the one. We got 2,000 and 22 and a half, bid him a 2250, bid him a 22 and a half, bid him a 22 and a half, bid him a 2250, bid him a 2250, 2250, 2,250 bucks, 2250, 2250, 2250, all done 22 and a half, bid him a 22 and a half, bid him a 22 and a half, sold for $2,000, 177.
Number 8. This one I thought was really unique when you look at how they reposition the hands. Enchantment is number 8 by Mindy Burton.
Thank you, Mindy. Looks super duper. And give me 2,000 to start me out of this one. 2,000 where? Bid him a 2, 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 bid him a 2,000. And 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a, thank you, now 22 and a half, bid him a 2250, and 2250, bid 22 and a half, what about 22 and a half, bid him a 2250, 2250, bid him a 22 and a half, 2,250 bucks. 22 and a half and 25, bid him a 25, bid him a 25, bid him a 25, bid him a 25, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, bid him a 27 and a half, bid him a 27 and a half, thank you, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, got you for 25, now 27 and a half, 27 and a half, 27 and a half and 3,000, and 3,000, bid him a 3, 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 and 3,000, bid him a 3, all done 3,000, sold $2,750 to 177, I believe, yes, 177.
Number 9, Catch and Release. Nikki Nix is the artist.
Thank you, Chris. Ooh, cool. Okay, very colorful. Catch and release. Wasn't that the girl you took to the prom?
Yeah.
That's what she said about you, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, anyway, hope you had a good time.
She let me go pretty quick.
Yeah, tell you. Number 9, top of the page there. And give 2,000 to start us on that one. 2,000, bid him a 2, 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 bid him a 2,000. 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2. Give us a start here. 2,000 and 2,000, bid him a 2. Bid him a 2. Opportunities knocking. There's 2,000 now, 2250 and 22 and a half. Out of a 22 and a half, bid him a 22 and a half, bid him a 2250 and 22 and a half, bid him a 2250. 2250, 2,250 bucks. 2,250. 2250, 2250, all done 2250. Last call here, thank you. 25 at the back, 25, 27 and a half, out of a 27 and a half, and 3,000, bid him a 3, 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 and 3,000. Last call here, 3,000, all done 3,000. Sold down front here, 2750 to number 130. Thank you.
All right. Number 10, A Precious Bird. Artist is Mark Kuzara.
Wow.
I remember driving past this one. This was always caught my eye. It was like,
Yeah.
wow, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's step back here a minute. Cool. And give us a start. 2,000 where? 2,000, bid 2, now 22.5, bottom of 22.5, bid 22.50, and 22.50. Got 2,000 now, 22.5, bottom of 22.5, bid 22.5, and 25, 27.5, bottom of 27.5, bid 27.5, 27.5. Got him at 25 there, 27.5, 27.5. Thank you. Now 3,000, bid 3, bid 3, 32.5, bottom of 32.5. 32.5, 3,500, bid him a 35, out of a 35, give me 35. 30, he's thinking really hard. 35, okay, maybe not that hard. 35, he's thinking medium hard. There it is, 35. Now 37.5 and 37.5. Thank you. Now 4,000, bid him a 4. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4,000, bid him a 4. Thank you. 42.5, out of a 42.5, 45, 5, bid him a 4. Another swig. 45, bid him a 45, bid him a 45, bid him a 4,500. 45, all done. 45, 45. Anybody 45? Sold $4,250, 166.
Next is number 11. You Raise Me Up.
Cool.
By Roberta Barnes.
Okay. Take a look. Again, very colorful, Chris.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
And these tell stories too. I can only imagine. And if some of the artists are around, it'd be fun to visit with them afterwards if you had a chance to get some of the inspiration.
What was the idea that went into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stories.
Back to stick people. It didn't take much that thought there, Chris, but you tried hard. I'm just sure.
I worked.
Tried.
Worked.
And give me 2,000 to start us off there. 2,000, bid him a 2, 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 bid him a 2,000, and 22.50, and 22.5, bid him a 22.5. Got 2,000 over here now, 22.5. Bid him a 22.5, bid him a 22.5, bid him a 22.50. Stop pointing, 22.50. That's okay. You bought it. No, you didn't. 22.50. 22.50. It'll look nice in your backyard. 22.50. 22.50, bid 22.50, got 2,000 over here now, 22.50, and 22.5, out of a 22.5, at a 2,250 bucks. 22.5, 22.5, all done 22.5. Sold at $2,000, 172.
All right. This is for that astronomer.
Yeah.
Or that one that imagines spending time in space. It's great.
Future astronaut.
Maybe a future astronaut. There you go. My Child, I Give You the Moon.
Cool. Wow.
By Ian Anthony Lanning.
And give us 2,000 to start us off there. 2,000, bid him a 2, 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 bid him a 2. 2,000 and 22.5, bid him a 22.50, and 22.50, bid 22.5, bid him a 22.5, bid him a 22.50, and 22.50 where? 22.50, 2,000 at the back now, 22.50, 22.50, bid 22.5, bid him a 22.5, bid him a 22.5, 22.50, 22.50, 2,250. Are we all done? Worth more than that. Easy for me to say. I'm not writing the check, but if I did, it'd be a bargain. 22.5, 22.5, bid 22.50, all done 22.50. Sold at $2,000 to, is it 106? Thank you. Yep. And creeping up on the stage, I mean running up on the stage here, Matt Schulte. We're going to give him the mic. Tell us a little about campus life. Don't go away. He said he wouldn't talk for more than an hour and a half.
No, that's for sure. Hey, thanks for coming out tonight. My name, like you said, is Matt Schulte. I'm the executive director of Campus Life. I want to just take a moment real quick and tell you a little bit about the organization you're helping out. So the year was 1969. Man was just getting ready to land on the moon. Nixon was just sworn in as president. Woodstock was happening. I'm not going to ask who remembers the year 1969. Now, there's a few hands, though, back there. But 50 years ago, a group of men and women came together to make an official organization so that they could launch Campus Life as a program for teens right here in Lincoln. The organization had been doing some work prior to that, but they became official nonprofit in 1969, all with the hope of coming together to help kids in high schools and middle schools by coming alongside them, providing mentors, before and after school clubs. And so for 50 years, that's what we've been doing. But over the last 5 years, we launched two other new programs. One is called Parent Life, which is for pregnant and parenting teens. And Parent Life comes alongside pregnant parenting teens. You may not know this, but there's 120 teen parents right here in Lincoln. Every year, about 120 babies are born to teenagers in Lincoln, Lancaster County. Because of the fact that there are that many teen parents in Lincoln, 4 high schools in town have daycares inside of them. And we get the chance to go into those high schools, meet kids. We do a Tuesday night support group. And one of the girls that had just a really interesting experience is a girl named Lucia. She had a baby, was already raising a child. The father of that baby was in prison because of the way that relationship was going. So it wasn't a healthy situation. This girl, Lucia, found herself pregnant again for a second time because of another really bad, unhealthy relationship. And our staff members got to know Lucia over the course of the school year and found out she was pregnant again. But the teen was keeping that very private. They weren't telling anybody. So Lucia calls Annie, our staff member, and says, "Can you take me to the hospital? My water just broke." And the first question Annie asked was, "Have you told your mom yet?" And the short answer was, "No, I haven't." And so because of some of the shame and embarrassment that she was experiencing, she hadn't even bothered to tell her own mom, who she was living with, that she was pregnant. Can you imagine what that would be like? To feel so isolated that you can't even share with the person you're living with that you're pregnant and about ready to have a baby? That's the kind of teen that we come alongside at Parent Life. And we're so glad to have Annie and our volunteers and staff meeting with her. And the second program we've launched over the last 5 years is called Juvenile Justice Ministry, which comes alongside teens in jail. Right here in Lincoln, the Lancaster County Detention Center has anywhere from 15 to 50 teens in jail every single night. And of those kids that are in jail, 72% of them don't get a single visitor. 72% of teens in jail right here in Lincoln don't get a visitor. No mom, no dad, no coach, no teacher that comes in to visit them. Can you imagine what that would be like to be 16 years old and be in jail and not have someone even come visit you? And so we launched a visitation program called as part of our Juvenile Justice Ministry that comes alongside teens in jail and just says, we want to meet with you. You have value. You have worth. We have a hope for your future. So every week, volunteers and some of our staff go in to meet with kids. One of these kids is actually in this photo. That's Tyler on the left. Tyler is one of our staff members. Tyler met a kid named Jacob just last spring. Jacob was here. He was actually from out west Nebraska. There's only 3 detention centers in town, so a lot of times kids come from out of town. And Tyler and Jacob developed a really quick friendship. And over the course of his months in the detention center, they developed a real good relationship, and eventually he got transferred into a treatment facility, a drug rehab facility. And they kept meeting, and eventually he got to a place where he was in a group home here in Lincoln. And Tyler and Jacob have started playing golf on a regular basis. Matter of fact, just yesterday, Tyler got asked if he could teach Jacob how to drive. Here's a kid from western Nebraska that is really hoping and trying to change his life. Another thing that Tyler did is Tyler helped him get his first job. I was at breakfast and I ran into them together, and he said they were looking for a job. I said, let me introduce you to a manager at a local restaurant, and he got his first job. Tyler's also been taking him, though, to say, listen, we don't want you to just get a job at a restaurant. We want you to find a career. So Tyler's taken him to meet with some electricians in town and is exploring that option. And so it's for teens like Jacob and teens like Lucia that Campus Life and Juvenile Justice exists. We want to come alongside hurting teens right here in Lincoln and help them find a direction in life. Help them by being a mentor, by being someone who will just walk alongside them in their journey. Last year, we had about 1,200 kids that were involved in our programs at some level, and 800 of them came on a super regular basis. They were like Lucia. They were like Jacob, and we knew them well enough that we felt like, hey, we have a serious relationship with this kid. So we had 800 teens like that last year. And on average, that means that our for $83 a month is what it costs us to really reach a kid like Lucia and like Jacob. Thankfully, not all their stories are as dark as Jacob's or as dark as Lucia's, but that is the reality of many of the teens that are especially pregnant and parenting and ending up in jail. And so that's the program that you guys are helping make happen right here in Lincoln through this auction. I do want to, though, take a moment while I'm sharing this story with you and just say for $83 a month, we can really help change a kid's course in life. We can help come alongside Jacob. We can help come alongside Lucia and help direct them. Lucia has continued to be involved in parent life. As a matter of fact, I was there just 2 weeks ago, and she was there with the baby. She kept her younger child. She is her older child, rather, she has kept. She ended up adopting out her younger child, and they have an open adoption and have continued to have a good, healthy relationship. So for $83 a month is what it costs for us to reach a teen. I'm just going to stop here for a moment, and I'm going to throw out a question. Just say, is there anybody here who would like to join us and help reach a teen by committing to $83 a month? If you would, if you'd be interested in joining us, you could raise your number or you could talk to us at the back booth, and we'd be glad to tell you how to make that happen. So I'll just stop there. Is there anybody that wants to join us and give $83 a month to help us reach a teen? Like I said, in the back, you can learn a little bit more about that. Thank you so much for joining us for this auction today. We will keep reaching teens, hopefully for the next 50 years, because of the money raised for this. Thank you so much. I'll turn it back over to Tom.
Thank you, Matt Schulte. What a great program. And doesn't it make you feel good that you have an organization in this community to help these young people? Sometimes it takes a third party. Sometimes it takes somebody not so close to the situation to help get them on track. And I've known Matt for quite a while now, and it's been fun to learn what they do and how they do it. And they're a resource for your community. So enjoy it. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Page 20. Here we go.
Here we go. Number 13.
Yep.
Haymarket Warmth by Brian Arp.
Looks a lot like that.
There you go.
There. Yeah. Well, let's go. Let's get her going. $2,000 to give us a start on this one. 2,000, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2,000. 2,000, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2,000. 2,000, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2. Just wave that thing all over the place, your hand. 2,000's bid. Now 22.5, bid 'em a 22.5, bid 'em a 22.50. And 22.5, bid 'em a 22.5, bid 'em a 22.50. 2,250 now 25, bid 'em a 25, bid 'em a 25, 27.5. 27.5, bid 'em a 27.5, bid 'em a 27.5. And 27.5, bid 'em a 27.5, bid 'em a 27.50. Thank you. Now 3,000 and 3, bid 'em a 3, bid 'em a 3, bid 'em a 3. Now 32.5, out of a 32.5, and 32.5, out of a 32.5, bid 'em a 32.5, 3,250. Thank you. Now 35, out of a 35, bid 'em a 35, bid 'em a 35, and 3,500, and 3,500, bid 'em a 35, bid 'em a 35, bid 'em a 3,500, 35, bid 'em a 35, bid 'em a 35, out of a 35. Sold at 3,250.
Nice. All right. We get the number?
And Brad, our number is 5018. Did I hear? Thank you.
Very good. All right, number 14.
Woo.
The Roar of the Crowd.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're anywhere close to being a Husker fan, yeah, this is it.
Well, I think there's a lot of people around that are close to it.
Greg Holdren is the artist for
Okay.
Roar of the Crowd.
Yep. Okay. And give me 2,000 to start us out there. 2,000, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2, bid 'em a 2. Now 22.50 and 22.5, bid 'em a 22.50 and 22.50. $2,250, bid 'em a 22.5, bid 'em a 22.5. 22.50, bid 'em a 22.5, bid 'em a 22.5. 2,250. 2250, now 25, bid number 25, bid number 25, bid number 25, 27 and a half, and 27 and a half, bid number 27 and a half, bid number 2750, and 20, no, don't do that, 2750, thank you, now 3000, and 3, bid number 3, now 32 and a half, bid number 32 and a half, bid number 32 and a half, 32 and a half, got 3000 over there, 3250, 3250, can't see him over here, 3250, I'll believe you though, someone over here, 32 and a half, bid number 32 and a half, and 35, bid number 35, bid number 35, 37 and a half, bid number 37 and a half, and 37 and a half, bid number 37 and a half, bid number 37 and a half, 37, you'll help me out, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, got 35 yonder, now 37 and a half, out of a 37 and a half, bid number 37 and a half, and 3750, and 3750, and 3750, sold 3,500, 122.
Very good. Thank you. Next up, number 15, You Are the Potter.
Oh, yes.
By Lynn Wilson.
Yeah. How about that? Terry Elliott and friends. Okay.
Does that look like a piece of pottery you might have done?
It looks like something I would buy.
Yeah,
It doesn't look like something I would do.
probably not.
I don't see much in here that I would do. In fact, to me, your stick people look pretty good.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey. And give me 2,000 to go. Or item number 15, page 21, 2,022 and a half. And 2250, bid 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 2555, bid number 25, bid number 2,500. And 25, bid number 25, 27 and a half. And 27 and a half, bid number 27 and a half, bid number 2750. And 2750, bid 27 and a half, bid number 27 and a half, bid number 2750. And 2,750. 2,750, got 2,500 over this way now, 2,750, 2,750, 2,750, we all done, 2,750, bid about 27 and a half, 27 and a half, sold your way at 2,500, and give me a number on that. 107, sound right?
All right. Thank you. Next up is number 16, Music Inspires. Love, love inspires music.
Liz Shea, sculpture David
Liz Shea
Manzanares.
with sculpture
Very good.
David Marinazares. Yes.
Manzanares. Cool. Oh, that's nice. That is really, really nice. And give 2,000 to give us to start where? 2,000, bid 2, 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 and 2,000, bid 2, bid 2, bid 2, bid 2, bid 2, bid 2, bid 2,000, 2,000 where? Bid 2, bid 2, bid 2, bid 2,000. Gives a start here. 2,000, 2,000, bid 2. And 2 and 2 and 2, bid 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 2,000 where? And 2,000. And 2,000, 2,000. Just asking. 2,000. Bid 2,000. For not, we're going to pass, and you will get one more opportunity a little bit later. 2,000. Anybody 2,000? Okay, we'll pass on that one, and you will see it a little bit later. Turn the page, right, Chris?
That's right.
Page 22.
Number 17, The Light of Hope by Lila Vemossi.
Okay, thank you. And give 2,000 to start on that one. 2,000 where? 2,000, bid 2, 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 now 2,250, and 22 and a half, bid 22 and a half, bid 2,250, 2,000 bid now 22 and a half, bid 22 and a half, bid 2,250, and 2,250, bid 22 and a half, bid 2,250, 2,250, help us out here, 2,250, money goes to an awful good cause here, 2,250, 22 and a half, bid 22 and a half, bid 2,250, bid 2,250, anybody else 2,250, last call here, $2,250. Sold for $2,000, 106, sound right? Thank you.
All right. Next we have number 18 in your red book, You Did For Me.
All right.
Lindsay Rieger and Sarah Walter.
Sarah Walter, yes. Good, 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 good. I know we got a few folks in here interested in that.
Yeah.
Yep. That took a whole lot of thought. You know that?
That did.
You'd have had to work for, what, a year and a half to figure that one out.
Hey, it would have taken me at least that long.
I'd have had to start a decade ago if I was going to come up with something like that. And give us 2,000 to give us a start in 22 and a half, bid 22 and a half, bid 2250, and 22 and a half, bid 22 and a half, bid 2250, and 2250 got 2,000, now 22 and a half, now 25, and 25. Oh, yes, sure. 25 is only money. 25. Don't make those awful faces. 25. 25, make a happy face and bid. 25, thank you. She closed her eyes. Yeah. 27 and a half. 25's her bid now. 27 and a half, bid of a 27 and a half, bid of a 27 and a half now. 3,000 and 3. And oh, we're having so much fun here. 3,000. Guy next to you, loan you $10. 3,000, maybe with interest. 3,000, bid 3,000, got 27 and a half at the back end. 3,000, bid him a 3, 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 and 3,000. Sold 2750. The number is 165.
All right. Star by Jessica Olson.
Okay. And start us off 2,000 where? And 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2,000, and 2,000 where? Bid him a 2, 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 and 2,000, bid 2,000, bid 2,000, bid him a 2. 2,000, 2,000. Be a nice one to own. 2,000, 2,000, bid him a 2, 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 and 2,000, 2,000, anybody 2,000, 2,000. Going to pass. We don't want to. 2,000. Anybody else? 2,000. Okay, we'll write pass on that one, and you will have one more opportunity a little bit later.
All right. Most of you have probably seen where this was displayed. I remember seeing it over in front of the Veterans Hospital. Yeah. The next one, number 20, The Cost of Freedom.
Okay.
For a real patriot, for sure.
That's just kind of neat.
Yep. By Tammy Miller with sculptor Brian Arp.
Okay. Thanks, Chris.
You bet.
And give it 2,000 to give us a start. 2,000 where? Bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, now 2,500, and 25, bid him a 25, bid him a 25, and 3,000, and 3, bid him 3, bid him 3, now 3,500, and 35, and 4,000, and 4, bid him a 4, bid him a 4, bid him a 4, bid him a 4, now 45, and 4,500, now 5,000, bid him a 5, bid him a 5, bid him a 5, and 55, and 55, 6,000, bid him a 6, bid him a 6, bid him a 6, bid him a 6, and 6,500, bid him a 65, bid him a 65, and 7, got 7 over here, now 75, and 75, I saw it now 8,000, bid him an 8, 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 and 8, and 8,500, 8,500, got the 8 down front here, 85, there's 85 right there, he got it, 85, and 9,000, bid him a 9, bid him a 9, bid him a 9, 9,500, and 95, 10, 10, 10, bid him a 10, bid him a 10, bid him a 10, and 10,000 where? 10, now 11, and 11, and 11, and 11, and a 12,000, bid him a 12, bid him a 12, bid him a 12, 13,000, bid him a 13, 14, and 14, bid him a 14, bid him a 14, bid him a 14, 15, 15, bid him a 15, bid him a 15, bid him a 15, 15, you got your 14 over there, correct? And 15, haven't forgot you. 15, tell him to go. 15, now 16, and 16, there's 16 at the back, now 17, bit of a 17, bit of a 17, bit of a 17, bit of a 17, 17, got a 16 back there, now 17, and 17, and 17, 17, thank you for what you did, 17, and thank you, sir, 17, anybody else, 17, got 16, now 17, 17, sold it your way, 16,000. 104. 104. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank
Bidder,
you very much.
Those keeping score, bidder 104. Got that. 104.
104.
Thank you, folks. Thank you for your good bids on that.
Good bids.
Now, several of you still have some money left over, so
Yeah. There you
can,
go.
we'll let you spend it wisely here within the next 30 minutes or so.
That's right. Number 21, Patchwork Fields, Patrick Gother. If that doesn't look like something you might see when you're driving out on a country road, I don't know what is, but that is home.
That is home. That's Nebraska.
Home.
And give me 2,000 to start there. 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2. Well, 16,000 where? Okay, just I thought I'd ask. Just thought I'd ask. See if you're paying attention there. Okay. Yeah.
That was pretty
Tried to
slick.
trick him in there, didn't I? Yeah. Never can tell.
You don't know. There might be that other one out there.
Yeah. Well, usually people understand when they go to pay
Yeah.
that they really didn't mean that. They were hoping for the 2,000. Not
Yeah.
the 60. Okay. 2,000. 2,000 to give us a start. 2,000, you're on item 21. 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2 on the Patchwork Fields. Cool. 2,000, bid him a 2, bid him a 2, bid him a 2. Get that, put that on your farm or your acreage, your ranch, charge the neighbors to come see it.
There you go.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to charge too much,
Uh-huh.
just a few bucks
Yep.
per minute.
There you go.
2,000 where? Thank you. And 2250. And 2250, bid 22 and a half, minimum 22 and a half, minimum 22 and a half. And 2250 and 2250, minimum 22 and a half. 2250, 2250. Are we all done? 2250, 2250. Sold over your way at 2,000. Chris, get us a number.
182. 182.
182. Thank you, folks. Thank you.
22. Garden of Glory by Paula Yoakum.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Well, there's an awful lot of thought in that one, too.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, that's the kind of thing I should have for my garden because
Yeah.
I can't get flowers to really grow.
Oh, well, then this is it.
This is it. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. Yeah. See, there you Yeah, see? He's a live one. Yeah.
It just hit me. I don't know if my wife would go along with that.
Oh. What's
That's great.
What's a little disagreement among husband and
It
wife?
wouldn't be the first.
Wouldn't be the first. That's
No.
right. You charge her half price to look at it. Whatever.
There you go.
Yep. 2,000 to give us a start. 2,000 where? Bid of a two, bid of a two, bid of a two. Now 22 and a half and 25, bid of a 25, bid of a 25, bid of a 25, and 25, bid of a 2,500. 22 and a half at the back end, 2,500, bid of a 25, bid of a 25, bid of a 25. Saw it here, 25. Now 27 and a half. The back, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, and 3,000, and 3, bit of a 3, bit of a 3, bit of a 3, bit of a 3, in that back there now, 27 and a half, and 3,000, and 3, thank you, now 3, and 3, and 3, and 3, and 3,000. 3,000, bit of a 3, 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 bit of a 3,000. All done. 3,000, 3,000. Sold, 2750 right there. 127. Thank you.
All right, number 23.
Yep.
Oliver's Bowl.
Yeah.
By Ian Anthony Lang.
Yeah. Take a peek over here.
Yeah, this is cool. Yep. And I think this was, correct me if I'm wrong, did I not see it close to Matt Talbot's kitchen somewhere? Yeah,
Be a
that's
natural,
where I
wouldn't
saw
it?
that
It
one.
would be a natural.
Yeah, I would.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Beautiful sculpture.
You got it. That's fantastic. And give me 2,000 to start us off that. 2,000 where? Bit of a 2, 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 bit of a 2. And 2,000 where? Bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2. And 2,000. Give us a start here. 2,000. 2,000. Bid 2, bid 2, 2, 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2,000. Think hard, not too hard, maybe semi-hard, and then fast. 2,000. Chris, we're supposed to be done by midnight.
Okay.
So far, we're doing pretty good, I think.
We're ahead of schedule right now.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're all right.
Yeah, I have to talk
Yeah.
slower, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
We
yeah.
should start at 75 cents and work our way up from
Well.
there. Yeah, boy, that 16,000 would have taken a while. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
2,000 where? Thank you. And 22 and a half out of a 22 and a half, bid of a 2250. And 2250, bid 22 and a half out of a 22 and a half, bid of a 22 and a half. 2,250, 2,250. Heck of a deal for somebody. 22 and a half, bid of a 22 and a half. If this is the one you want. 2250, bid 2250. Going to sell it your way for $2,000. And who is our successful bidder there? 26? 186. Yeah, I hear.
186.
I hear like a tree sometimes.
All right.
We are going to allow you, because we're such good people, to take a short break, as in 5 or 6 minutes.
Yep.
Some still want to bid on the silent auction.
Silent
We have
auction.
the
Check
silent
your
auction
bids.
table over here.
Yep, be sure to
We
check
have
your
some
bid.
nice souvenir items, some fantastic posters and T-shirts over here. And then we're taking a collection for Chris to send him to camp
Yeah.
later tonight.
I'm
So
off to
get
camp.
back in your chairs if you would in about 5, 6, 7 minutes.
There you go. I'm going to start my clock.
Yeah. Pass.
All right, there we go.
3. 19.
Okay, 1 minute left on those silent auction items, and then we'll get started again. 1 minute. Thirty seconds left on those silent auction items. $15 seconds to wrap those up. Yeah. All right, go ahead and grab your seats here. We got 5 seconds left on that. See somebody who's wondering, making a last second bid. All right, we'll close those up. Thanks for bidding on those silent auction items. Grab a seat. We got a few more left. before we jump into those, I want to share with you one other thing we're working on at Campus Life. So we are over on Pine Lake Road, just in the construction zone between 56th and 70th. If you've tried to go around South Lincoln, you know where we are because you can't get through there. And I can tell you this, that progress has been slow and will continue to go slow. Today, they originally were supposed to be done with that October 1st. They told me then Halloween, but I can tell you they still have not poured concrete by our office yet. So it's going to be Christmas before that's open. So I'm hoping for a New Year's present of an open Pine Lake Road. But over there on Pine Lake Road, we're kind of uniquely, yes, closed. Silent auction is closed. Over there on Pine Lake Road, we're uniquely positioned for a project that we're wanting to give a shot at. And that's, we are going to be literally at the dead end of the bike trail. The bike trail is going to end on our property, and eventually it will turn on our property. I've actually got a little picture of that on a slide. There's a slide, go one more still. There it is. So our land literally is at the end of the bike trail. The bike trail is that green path that's going to end our property. Eventually, it's scheduled to move and follow that yellow line along the west side of our property. And so we've kind of been dreaming about what's something unique we could do at Campus Life that would attract teens, allow us to keep ministering, working with teens, but also kind of take advantage of the physical location of where we are. Go ahead and go to the next slide. And so we've seen in other communities a bike park that have been popping up in other communities. These bike parks are designed for BMX bikes. They're designed for mountain bikes. So it's something that you or I could go on. It's a mountain bike thing. It's a BMX thing. And there's two aspects of it. The first aspect, actually this is the second aspect, is dirt trails with some wood and steel ramps. The other main thing, go to the next slide, is what's called a pump track. A pump track is a asphalt track. This is a little bit bigger than we've been envisioning, but it's an asphalt track with wood, with dirt hills underneath it. And the whole idea is that you don't even have to pedal, but you go over these little bumps and you gain speed and you get to kind of whip around a corner, maybe do a little jump. So our dream is to have a pump track at Campus Life, and then around it have some of the wood and steel jumps that would allow kids in the community to come out and enjoy some time either before or after Campus Life Club, or just on a weekend. So it's a park that would be open to the community. And so it's called the Campus Life Bike Park. And so we're just dreaming about this, looking into it. We've been talking with, there's a BMX team that's here in town. There's also some track designers we've been in conversations with, and as we've tallied it up, the total cost to build something like this is really about $50,000. So building a pump track, you need the asphalt, you need the dirt to do that. And so to build the asphalt pump track is about $20,000, but the nice thing is that it would last for years and years and years and probably even decades because it would be a concrete or asphalt track. We also would need to move some dirt around. We've got some civil engineering that needs to happen because we're actually in the floodplain, but it's all up to code and would meet the city of Lincoln. We also would be buying some steel and wooden jumps. And so over the next year or so, we'd like to try and raise the money that it would take to build this pump track and steel and wooden jumps for bikes. So that's one of the things we've been hoping and dreaming for, and we know would be very well received by teens in our community. But as everything, it has a little bit of a cost. And so I just would like to know if there's someone who'd be willing to give $250 to help build a dirt track. Thank you, right there. There's one. Is there somebody else who'd be willing to help give us $250 to build a little help build our dirt track? It's a pretty fun opportunity. It's a great way to get kids involved, get them out in the community. We're looking forward to the opportunity it gives us. Anybody else willing to help us give $250 to help build our little dirt track? Great, thank you, sir. We'll be in touch and we'll make sure you get. we're looking forward to this opportunity. We just really thank you guys. It's been so fun to see these hands go up for auction, go for sale. What a blessing it is to help teens in Lincoln. And if you're willing to help us out with that a little bit more, you can, when you check out at the end of the day, we will be gladly take that. I was hoping then to announce the numbers that won the silent auction. Are we getting close on that before we get started? Otherwise, I'll turn it back over to the auctioneers, and they could maybe take a moment to announce those. Oh, they're getting close. There's one in particular over there at the silent auction that I'm very proud of. We had been building these hands and been moving them in and out of our house, the small ones, not the big ones. And my son saw them, and he said, "Dad, I could build that out of Legos." And so he took it upon himself to build one of the Lego set over there by himself. And so that was pretty fun to see my son Joshua, who's right there in the middle of the crowd. Joshua, you're going to say hi.
Don't sit down, no.
I was very proud to see him do that and do very, very well. So here we go. I've got the numbers. So I'm going to read off the name of the project and the winning bid number. And then at the end of the night, you can check out and pick up your little miniature hands to take home with you. So Growth, which was the green one, it sold to number 113. So if you're 113, you won that one for $175. Saturated Squares is some really beautiful squares, beautifully painted. That went to number 132 for $150. Woodsy Owl, which had a really pretty owl on it, was created by Patrick Gauthier, who's done a couple of them. That went to number 147 for $145. Roar of the Crowd, the small version of the Husker one, sold for $600. To bidder number 122. Hands of a Lady had a beautiful ladybug on it, went to number 154 for $250. Mehndi Hands had an Indian design on it, went to number 106 for $170. Homecoming, which had black and yellow, black, and it had some really colorful stripes on it, went to number 148 for $100. Serve Well, which was the Lego one, my son, went for $190. So that's exciting. Reflection, that was the one with the reflectable globe on the inside, went to number 122 for $575. That's exciting. Flowering Hands, the miniature version of the large sculpture we'll sell here in a few minutes, went to number 131 for $180. Enchantment went to number 152 for $185. That's the miniature version of the bench. And finally, Butterfly Effect, which was a beautiful butterfly, went to number 176 for $200. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm looking forward to the end of the auction here. We've got another really exciting patriotic one here that we're going to start off with. So I'll turn it over to Tom.
All right. Thanks, Matt. That looks like that development you're looking at, Matt, is awesome.
Boy, when I heard you could go on a bike trail and not pedal, I thought that's my kind of
that's your
trail,
speed, huh?
I think we used to call that a motorcycle, didn't we?
Hey,
got on something and went on a trail and you have to
and now
pedal.
you see some of these electric bikes and stuff too. But what a neat idea. Get the kids away from the video games and some of that kind of stuff and give them an alternative. So Campus Life is thinking outside the box, you might say, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to start some more auction?
I sure hope so.
Let's do number 24, Simply Flag by James Catlett.
Page 34, if you're keeping score.
Page 34 in your book.
Number 24, the flag.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Yep. And give me 2,000. Start me with that. 2,000, bid of a 2, 22 and a half, bid of a 22 and a half, bid of a 22.50, and 22.50, bid 22 and a half, and 25.5, bid of a 25, 27 and a half, and 27 and a half, bid of a 27 and a half, bid of a 27 and a half, and 27.50, and 27.50. 25's down here now, 27 and a half, and 27.50, 27.50, 2007 and 50. Anybody else? 27.50. Sold 2,500. And your number 154.
Very good. Thank you. Number 25 in your book. Serving Bones.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that?
There must have been a doctor in the family or
Yeah,
something.
chiropractor or something.
Maybe, yeah. Something with the skeletal system. But that looks pretty real. It looks like they matched them up pretty good.
Ooh, yeah.
Miranda Knutson is the artist.
And give me
Serving
2,000. Start me at 2,000. Bit of a 2, 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 bit of a 2,000. Bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2. Now 22 and a half and 22.50. Bid 22 and a half. Bit of a 22 and a half. Bit of a 22.50. We're in there at 2,000 now. 22 and a half. Thank you. Is that yes? 22 and a half. Or are you just scratching? 22 and a half. Remember, we told you don't scratch. 22.50. Scratch. I don't know, but rub your head on the floor or something. 22 and a half. You got it?
Yep.
25. 27 and a half. Bid 27 and a half, bid of a 27 and a half, bid of a 27 and a half, bid of a 27.50, got 2,500, 27 and a half, and 3,000, bid of a 3, now 32 and a half, and 32 and a half, Chris, bid of a 32 and a half, bid of a 32 and a half, bid of a 32.50.
Yep.
Thank you. Now 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, Chris, bid of a 37 and a half, bid of a 37 and a half, bid of a 37 and a half, and 4,000, and 4, now 42 and a half. And 42 and a half, bid of a 42 and a half, bid of a 42.50 right there. Now it's 45 and 45, make it 45, give me 45 now, 47 and a half and 47 and a half, bid of a 47 and a half, bid of a 47 and a half. 5,000 and 5, bid of a 5, 5,200, bid of a 52 and a half. 52 and a half, thank you. 5,500, 57 and a half. 57 and a half, bid of a 57 and a half. 6,000, 6,500, bid of a 65. And 65, bid of a 65, bid of a 65, then 7,000, 7,000, bid of a 7, bid of a 7, bid of a 7, and 7,500. And 75, bid of a 75, bid of a 75, 8,000, even and 888, bid of a 8, and 85, and 8,500. Don't talk to her, 8,500. Just look at me, 80, she might, 8,500. She probably wants you to go to 16,000. 85, 9,000, bid of a 9, bid of a 9, bid of a 9, 9,500, bid of a 95, bid of a 95, bid of a 95, bid of a 95. 10 grand, 10, 10, 10, bid of a 10, bid of a 10, 10, 5, bid of a 10, 5, bid of a 10, 5. 10, 5, 11, 11,000, bid of 11, bid of 11, now 11, 5, bid of 11. Don't talk to her either, 11, 5. She said she'd loan you 75 cents. 11, 5. 12,000, 12, 5. 12, 5. 13, 13, 5. 14, 14, 5. 14, 5. 15,000, 15, 5. 15.5, 16, 16.5, 16, bit of 16.5, 17, 17.5, 18, 18.5, I'm having fun, 18.5, 18.5, 19, 19.5, 19.5, 20 grand. 20,500. 21. 21.5. 21.5. 21.5. 22. 22.5. 22.5 is bid. 23. 23.5. 23.5. And 24, and 24.5, and 24.5. Thank you. Anybody else? 24.5. Last call, 24.5. 24,000 right there. 141.
141. Fantastic, guys. Thanks for those bids. Fantastic. Next in your red book, number 26, Flowering Hands by Courtney Sudek. Shudek. Thank you. Shudek, yeah.
Well. Well, once again, we've got somebody with a little bit of money left.
That's right.
Yeah, a little bit left there. And give me 2,000, start right there. 2,000, bid of 2, 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 bid of 2,000, and 2,000, bid 2,000. Oh, yeah. Hands are moving. They don't mean to be. They just are. 2,000, bid of a 20, and 2 grand, bid of a 2, bid of a 2, bid of a 2, bid of a 2,000. Gives us an opening bid here, 22,000. Bid 22,000. 22. 22. Anybody 22? Bid of a 22. Or just, I better go back to 2,000. Getting carried away here. That's how you make money in my business, though. Just kind of. If they're not paying attention, raise their hand.
It just goes
yeah,
up.
I don't know.
That's it.
Write the check.
There's a time limit too, I think.
I
is there?
think so, yeah.
When you stay at one number.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah. Then you go to another
then
one
you
just
go
for the
to
heck of it.
the next
I've
number.
had enough practice
That's
on
right.
that 2,000. I got to get the higher numbers here. We've got 0 so far. Bid 2,000. $2,000. Item 26. 2,000. 2,000. Anybody 2,000? 2,000. We can pass, and you'll see it later. I will guarantee you that. 2,000. We will pass on 26.
Number 26, we'll move on to 27.
Yep.
Perspective by Kate Wilcox.
Okay. Well, that's a busy one. Jeez.
Yeah.
Cool. And give 2,000 to start us out there. 2,000, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2,000. And never point. That's okay.
There it
22,
is.
yeah, 2,000. Bid 2,000, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2,000. 2,000, 2250. 2250. 2,000s are bid now. 22 and a half, bit of a 22 and a half, bit of a 2250. 2250. 2,000s are bid. 2250. 2250.
You know what you could do
2250.
with
What
this
could you
one?
do with that?
You could do, how many of you seen the adult coloring books?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Am I just going outside a little bit?
Yeah.
That could be really fun. Yeah. Just throwing that out there for anybody.
That's right.
That's like an adult coloring book, a project in your yard. Yeah. All right.
You're just full of so many good ideas.
Isn't that
Chris.
it? See?
Yeah. Yeah.
Inspiration.
It just-
An artist was an inspiration for me.
Oh, well, good.
There you go.
We have 2,000. Where's 2250? Bid 22 and a half, bid of a 2250, bid of a 2250, 2250, 2250, all done. 22 and a half, bid of a 22 and a half, bid of a 2250. Last call here, 2250. Sold here, 2,000, 160. We turn the page. The dreamer, oh golly, the ducky.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, this-
Huh?
Yeah.
Isn't this fun?
Yeah.
Number 28, Dreamer by Joel Anderson.
Yeah.
The little
That's-
rubber ducky.
Where was that? Old Cheney and 40th or Pine Lake?
Pine Lake. There you go.
40th, yeah.
Yep.
Williamsburg. Yeah.
That's right.
Boy, that lit up that corner, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
It's
And
just-
give 2,000. Start us off on the ducky here. 2,000, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2. And 2,000. And 2,000, bit of a 2, 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 bit of a 2,000. 2,000. Give us a start here. 2,000. And 2. And 2,000, bit of a 2, bit of a 2. Say the 2,000. 2,000. And 2250. And 2250. We got 2,000 now. 22 and a half, bit of a 22 and a half, bit of a 2250. Bid 2250, 2250. Anybody else? 22 and a half, bit of a 22 and a half, bit of a 22 and a half. 22 and a half, bid 2250. We've sold it at 2,000.
What's the number?
Throw us some numbers here.
1, 2, 2.
2.
1,
Is that
2,
right?
2.
1, 2, 2.
Moving on to 29, Stronger Together by
Yeah.
Allie Lang and
cool.
Alex Rapp.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stronger Together.
It's nice that the governor and Mrs. Governor sponsored 2 of these.
Yeah.
Kind of neat. Yep. And we're going to start this off. 2,000 where? 2,000, bit of a 2, 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 bit of 2,000. 2,000. Start us off. 2,000, bid 2,000, bit of a 2. 2 grand, bit of a 2, 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 bit of a 2. 2,000. Kind of a neat deal. 2,000. Anybody 2,000? 2,000. If you have any thought on it, 2,000. Now's the time. 2,000. Anybody 2,000? Okay, we will add that to our pass list. And go on to the next one, Chris.
All righty, number 30, Monarch Butterfly, Metamorphosis of Life, Darlene Jansen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dandy. And give us 2,000 to start us there. 2,000, bit of a 2, 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 bit of 2,000. 2,000. 2,000. Awful nice. Thank you.
There we go.
22 and a half, bid him a 22 and a half, bid him a 22.50. And 22.50, bid 22 and a half, bid him a 22 and a half, bid him a 22.50. 2,250. Anybody else? 22 and a half. Thank you at the back. And 25, bid him a 5, bid him a 5. 27 and a half, bid him a 27 and a half, bid him a 27 and a half. Thank you. 3,000, bid him a 3, bid him a 3, bid him a 3, bid him a 3. 32 and a half, bid him a 32 and a half, bid him a 32.50. 30, oh, you did so well. 32 and a half. You owned it for a while. Wasn't long, huh? 32 and a half. 3,250. 32 and a half. Bid 32 and a half. Go again, 32 and a half. And she did. 35. 35. You got to go one more time. 35. Thank you. 37 and a half. 37 and a half. Thank you. 37 and a half. Oh, right. Now 4,000. And 42 and a half. And 42 and a half. Bid him a 42 and a half. Bid him a 42 and a half. And 45, bid him a 45, bid him a 45. 47 and a half. Bid him a 47 and a half. 47 and a half. 47 and a half. And now 5,000. Bid him a 5 and 55, bid him a 55, bid him a 55. 5,500. 5,500. All done 55. We're in down here at 5. 5,500. 5,500. Sold 5,000. 146. Thank you.
Fantastic. You know, that makes me think we had a pretty unique monarch butterfly migration this year. That was really kind of cool. Yeah. So that'll fit well. Very good. We move on to number 31, The Mark of a Great Nation by Jill Mulligan. This is awesome.
Item 31. Bottom of page 37. And give us 2,000. Start us off there. 2,000. Bid him a 2. Bid him a 2. Give me $2,000. Bid him a 2. 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 And 2,000. Bid him a 2. Bid him a 2. Bid him a 2. Bid him a 2. Bid him a 2,000. And 2,000. Bid the 2. Give me the 2. And $2,000. Bid him a 2. 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 Bid him a 2,000. 2,000 bucks. 2,000. 2,000 if you want it. Right in here. 2,000. 2,000. Anybody 2,000? 2,000 bucks. 2,000. Trying hard. 2,000. Anybody 2,000? We will take a pass on that one. List here. And we turn a page there, I do believe.
We do turn the page to number 32. This is page 38 in your book. Serving hands reflect helping hearts.
Yeah.
This is very dynamic. By Kim Fitzcomb Sesgler. Says, sorry,
You're
Kim.
doing good. You're doing good, Chris.
Banging up your name.
Yeah,
here.
we got some hearts.
Seslig.
Seslig. Reflecting hearts.
There we go.
Cool.
Kim.
Big
Fitzcomb
mosaic.
Seslig.
And give me 2,000 to give me a start where? 2,000, bid of a 2, save the 2,000, bid of a 2, bid of a 2, bid of a 2, give me $2,000. Thank you. Now 22.5 and 22 and a half, bid of a 22 and a half, bid of a 22,500. I guess it's not 22,000, is it? We've just 2,250. We'll get it. Trying to get too excited here.
I think as you go later in the evening, the price starts going up too. Maybe.
I would hope so.
Is that it?
I'm not sure it goes that much.
I don't know.
Yeah. 2,250. 22 and a half, bid of a 22.50. 22.50, bid 22.50. We got 2,000 now. 22.50. 22.50. Anybody else? 22.50. 22.50. Anybody else? 22.50. Thank you. 25. 25. 27 and a half. $3,000. $3,000. Bid of a 3. 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 32 and a half. Thank you. 32 and a half. Bid of a 32 and a half. Bid of a 32.50. 32.50. You sure? 32.50. Got 3,000 over here. 32.50. Now 35. 3,500. 35. Bid him a 35. All done. 35. Want him a 35. 35 is bid. 37 and a half. Thank you. 37 and a half. Sold 3,500. Thank you. 122.
122. All right. Thank you. Next will be number 33, page 38 in your book, The Hollow, David Manzanares.
Yep. Did good.
There we go.
Did good. Did good. Okay. Number 3, The Hollow. Oh, cool. Brighten up the neighborhood. And give me 2,000 to start us off. 2,000 where? 2,000, bit of a 2, 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 bit of a 2. 2,000 where? 2,000, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2. Give me 2,000. And 2,000. Anybody 2,000? 2,000. 2,000. Now's the time. 2,000. Anybody 2,000? Okay, 2,000. We're trying hard here. 2,000, 2,000, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2, bit of a 2,000. Last call here, 2,000. We'll take a pass on that. We'll see it a little bit later. So on we go, Chris.
On we go. Number 34, page 39 in your book, Into the Sun. Nikki Nix.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Yeah, this is pretty.
Yep, that's great. And give me 2,000 to start us off that one. 2,000 where? 2,000, bit of a 2, 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 bit of a 2. And 2,000, thank you. And 2,250, bit of a 22 and a half, bit of a 22 and a half, bit of a 2,250. 2,250, 2,250, bit of a 2,250. 2,250, we got 2,000 down here. 2,250, 2,250, 2,250, 2,250. Anybody else? 2,250. We got 2,000 in the middle here. 2,250.
You know,
Anybody?
I was thinking
2,250. Yes.
about February.
Yes.
If this is in your backyard, you could look out in your backyard and anticipate spring and summer.
Yeah.
It just give you that good feeling. It's like, okay, winter's almost over. There you go.
There you go.
It's just something that.
Or you could go to
pops into
Arizona
mind.
and come back in May. That would be the other, like my neighbors do. I don't know. They kind of leave about Thanksgiving and we go see them for 5 months, you know. But that doesn't help the Chamber of Commerce. I am sorry. That's they really don't. Oh, yes, they do. Anyway, we got 2,000, 2,250. Number 34, 2,250 bid, 22 and a half, bid of a 2,250, 2,250, 2,250, 2,250. We've sold it at 2,000. Where are we at? Right in the middle here somewhere. 145. Thank you.
Next is number 35, Nurture and Protection.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. This was, I think, by the Cathedral. Wasn't it? Yeah, on Sheridan Boulevard.
Yeah,
That was really fun to see.
Yeah.
Very intimate. Liz Shea and sculptor David Manzanares.
Very good. And give us 2,000 to start us off with. 2,000 where? 2,000, bit of a 2, 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 bit of a 2. I saw it at the back. 2,000, now 2,250, and 22 and a half, and 25, 5, bit of a 5, bit of a 25, bit of a 2,500. You're out, 2,500. 25, thank you. Now 27 and a half, and 27 and a half, bit of a 27 and a half, and 3,000, bit of a 3, bit of a 3, bit of a 3, bit of a 3, bit of a 3. And 3,000, 3,000, bit of a 3, bit of a 3, thank you. Now 32 and a half, and 32 and a half, Bob, bit of a 32 and a half, 35, 5, bit of a 35, bit of a 35. 35, there it is, the back. Now 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 4,000, 4,000, bit of a 4, 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 thank you. Now 42 and a half, and 42 and a half, 45, bit of a 45, 45, say the 45. Thank you, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, is that yes? 47 and a half. 5,000, 5, bit of a 5, give me 5, bit of a 5, bit of a, oh, we got a new bidder over here, 5, 52.50, both out, 52 and a half, 55, 55, your turn, 5,500, 55, bit of 55, bit of 55, 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, bit of a 57 and a half, 6,000, 6,500, 65, bit of a 65, bit of a 65, 7 grand, 777, bit of a 7, bit of a 7, bit of a 7, bit of a 7, 75, 75, bit of a 75, 75, thank you, 8,000, 888, bit of an 8, 85, 85, bit of a 5, bit of a 5, bit of a 5, bit of an 85, 9,000, 999, bit of a 9, give me the 9, 9,500, thank you, 95, how at the back, I haven't forgot you, 9,500, 9,500, just added another 0 or 2 here, 9,500, 9,500, 9,500, sold, 9,000 right in the aisle here.
What's the number?
169, thanks, Bob.
169. Thank you. I had to turn the page again.
Yeah, how'd you do that?
Page 40.
Last page, but we still have several that we passed, so we will go back
Yeah,
to those
we'll
right
do
after number 39.
A run through again, but Next up is 36, In His Hand.
Yeah, wow.
By Diane Ogden.
Uh-huh.
Yes, In His Hands.
Diane has been a good person for a number of years, donating to, the Prairie Land out at Pioneer Park, and
Sure.
has done so many good things in the world of art for Lincoln and our organization. She's a wonderful lady. 2,000 to start us off. 2,000, number 36, 2,000. Bid 2, bid of a 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 2,000, 2,000, bid of a 2, bid of a 2, bid of a 2, bid of a 2, and 2,000. Very striking piece. 2,000, bid of a 2, 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 2,000, 2,000. Anybody 2,000? Right in here, 2,000. If you liked it, now is a good time to raise your hand or paddle or your wife's hand or something. Or the guy sitting next to you, even though you don't know him, but 2,000. 2,000, bit of a 2, 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 bit of 2,000. Are we done? Shouldn't be. 2,000. Anybody 2,000? Okay, we will pass, and you will see that a little bit later.
All right. Next item is number 37, Spider-Man. Yeah. This was at 27th and Capitol Parkway, close to the zoo and the Sunken Gardens and the fountain. It was next to the fountain. It was great.
Yeah.
It was a subject or a topic of discussion when it first came out, if you recall, in the community.
Yeah.
But what a striking piece. Yeah. Fun. Spider-Man,
Oh, golly.
Ian Anthony Lang. Yeah.
That's just cool. And give me 2,000 to start us off. 2,000 where? Bit of a 2, 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 bit of a 2. 2,000 where? Bit of a 2, bit of a 2, 2, 2, 2, bit of a 2. Give me the 2,000. 2,000 for Spider-Man. You can call it something else if you had to. Cobweb Man or Cobweb Woman or something. I don't know. Cobweb Express. I don't know. Just make up something else. Once you own it, you can just kind of figure out whatever. 2,000. 2,000 bucks. 2,000. Kind of a historic piece almost. 2,000. 2,000. Anybody 2,000? In here. 2,000. Okay. 2,000. We're going to add that to the list there.
All right.
Chris,
You bet.
we'll give you another shot.
Let me get another shot.
We don't want to send you home and say, look at that. Nobody bid on that. Well, we're going to give you a shot. Here.
Our next one is number 38 on page 41, Supported by Grace.
Yeah. Boy, isn't that cool?
That is neat.
Yeah.
Yep. Serving Hands, Supported by Grace.
That belongs
Kate
in
Wilcox
a
was the
school
artist,
or some such place. That's cool. And give me 2,000 to start us off with this one. 2,000 where? 2,000 bucks. 2,000 bit of a 2, 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 bit of a 2. And 2,000. 2,000 bid 2,000. Now's a good time. 2,000 bit of a 2, 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 bit of a 2,000. 2,000 where? 2,000. Anybody 2,000? 2,000. There's a few people here I know that still have some money left because they didn't get the stuff for 16 and 18,000. So they could buy 5 or 6 of these. Gee, 2,000. Anybody 2,000? All done. 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 bucks. We will pass. Shame on us. No, that's okay.
That's all right.
Verdict.
Yep, absolutely.
And this is quote unquote the last one, but we still have to go back and catch a few here
It is.
that we passed on.
Yep.
But now's the time to bid.
I'm going to take a moment before
Please.
we start bidding, if
Yeah,
I could.
yeah.
Just once again, a big shout out to our sponsors, Mike Anderson, who sponsored a sculpture and offered the services of Anderson Ford to clear coat all the sculptures. Cornhusker Bank for underwriting the cost of the Serving Hands traveling exhibit. And once again to Tom Lorenz and the entire Pinnacle Bank staff for hosting us here this evening. Great to have that kind of support. Yeah, give them a round of applause. You bet. Thank you very much. Thank you. And of course, thank you to all the artists and all of the businesses, sponsors that helped make these projects available. Fantastic.
You bet.
All right, here we go. Number 39.
Yeah.
By the Light of the Moon.
You bet.
And this one lights up too.
Yes, it does.
Matthew Clements, lighting by Jeff Larson.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And I want to thank our spotters here. We got Nate over on this side, Anthony over on this side. Thank
Yeah.
you guys. Thank you.
You bet.
And Brad Burke over here helping with some proxy bids, so we get some money off people who couldn't make it here tonight. Not a bad idea. Kind of neat. Item 39, then we'll go back and hit some of these that we passed on, but stay right there. Item 39, and give me a 2,000 to give me a start. 2,000 where? 2,000 bid of a 2 and 22 and a half, bid of a 22.50 and 22.50 bid 22 and a half, bid of a 22 and a half, bid of a 22.50. 22.50. We got 2,000 now. 2,250. 2,250. Thank you. Now 25.5 bid of a 5, bid of a 5, bid of a 25, bid of a 25 and 25. Chris, you're out. 25. 25 bid of a 25. Got 22 and a half over there now. 25 and 2,500. And 25, 2,500. Anybody else? 25, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. We done 2,500. We've sold it 22 and a half. And Chris, I saw that hand go up.
186.
186. Thank you. That was 22 and a half. We are going to start now on the ones that we passed on earlier. And unfortunately, we have about 9 of them or 10 of them. So we got to do better on these. Same rule, except our good friends who are our sponsors. I should say not our sponsors, but the folks at Campus Life said we would really like to get some money out of these. We'll start the bid at $1,500 on each of this. So starting bid will be $1,500 on number 3.
Number 3, Black Keys, White Keys by Max Reese.
Yep.
Got to be some music and somebody.
Gotta
There you
be.
go. Yeah,
Gotta be, yeah. Gotta be.
that is so
Neighborhood
neat.
piano tuner or something.
There you
I don't
go,
know.
yeah.
Number 3, Black Keys, White Keys. Cool. It looks all like that.
There it is.
Thank you. And give me 1,500 to start me out there. 1,500. 1,000. Oh, don't do that, sir. 1,500. He's giving directions to the restroom or something. Yeah, go over there. No, you don't. 1,500. 15, bit of 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 15. 1,500. Give 1,500. Anybody 1,500? 1,500. It will remain with, by the way, Campus Life, and they will have the opportunity to sell it tomorrow, next week, whatever.
Yeah.
But they will see that it finds a good home. 1,500. Anybody 1,500? Last call 1,500. Okay, we will pass on that one again. And we will go on to number 16.
I didn't quite get all mine marked right.
Well, I never know either. Music inspires love. Love inspires music.
Love inspires music. There you go.
Yep. I think that's our next one.
Yes. Number 16 on page 21 in your
Yep.
book. It's on the screen as well.
Yep.
Beautiful
That's
piece.
just cool.
Yeah.
And give us 1,500 to start us out there. 1,500, bit of a 15, bit of
Yep.
15, bit of 15, now 17 and a half. Well, go 16. 1,600, that's an easier. 1,600, 1,500 is a bid now 16. And 16, bit of 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 1,600. We got 1,500, bid 16. 16, 16, 16. Anybody 1,600? We've sold that one at $1,500.
Number 100.
Number 100. And I've been keeping score hopefully the correct way. Number 19.
Yeah, that's what I've got. Number
Page
19,
over,
Catch a Falling Star.
That's too cool. Lights
Yeah,
up.
Jessica
Wow.
Olsen is the artist. It is a
Yep.
beautiful piece.
That is.
Catch a falling star and
Put it in the
put
neighbor's
it
pocket.
in your pocket.
Oh, our pocket.
There you
Okay.
go.
Somebody's pocket.
Yeah.
Boy, you're old to know that kind of song.
I know.
Yeah, well, right.
I know.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think Rudy Valley sang that.
What is that?
What is that? Chris, trying for the Perry Como Award.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, up to number 19. Catch a Falling Star, right? Catch a Falling Star. And
Yeah.
it lights up. And give me 1,500 on that one. 1,500. Bid 15, bid of 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 1,500. And 1,500. Bid 1,500. 1,500. Bid of 15, bid of 15, bid of 15, bid of 15. Neat piece here. 1,500. 1,500. Anybody 15? 1,500. 1,500. Last try, 1,500. Thank you. And 1,600. And 16. We got 15, now 16. 1,600. Anybody 16? Bit of a 16, bit of a 16, bit of a 1,600. We sold it for $1,500. And you got to get me a number on that.
186.
186. Thank you. Okay. And now I think we're at number 26. Kind of go right after the break there. Number 26, Flowering Hands, I do believe.
There we go.
Okay.
Flowering Hands, number 26, Courtney.
Boy, you're just
Sudak.
magic. You're doing such a good job over there. Thank you.
There we go.
Our PA guy, everybody guy, audio guy here.
Yeah.
Thank you. And give me 1,500 on that one. 1,500. Bit of 1,500. 1,500. Give us a start. 15. Bit of 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 1,500.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
20,
Yep.
Yep.
26.
Yeah, keep me honest, Chris.
Yeah. No.
That's hard.
I saw a different image for a minute
Yeah.
or a second or
Yeah.
whatever.
Then you opened your eyes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Open your
I'll
eyes.
tell you. I can't be trusted.
Details.
I know it. That's why you didn't make it as a professional baseball umpire, as I recall. You
Yeah.
kept seeing things before your eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you just make them up.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's someone do that anyway.
Hey, that's right.
1,500. Start us off on number 26. 1,500. 1,500. 15. Bit of 15. Bit of 15. Bit of 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. Anybody 1,500? Try. Get in here. 1,500. Tomorrow you'll say, gee, I wish I had a bid on that. Well, now's the time. 1,500.
This is it.
1,500. 1,500. We are going to pass on that one.
All righty.
And we are going to go on to, let's see, that was 26 to 29.
29. Stronger
Yep.
Together.
Yep.
Allie Lang and Alex Rapp.
Yep.
Number 29 on page 36 in your book.
Yep. That's clever as all get out. That is really something. Got all kind of stuff going
It
for
is.
it. Yep. And give me 1,500 on that one. 1,500. Bid him a 15, bid of 15, bid of 15, bid of 15, bid of 1,500. And 1,500, bid 15, 15, bid of 1,500, bid of 1,500, bid him a 1,500. 1,500, 15, bid 15. Anybody else 15? 1,500. 1,500. 15. Get in here if you want one. This could be the one. 1,500. 1,500. Well, we're going to have to pass on that one too, Chris.
All right.
And we are going on now to number 31.
31. The mark of
this
a
is
great nation.
Oh, this is too cool.
Yeah.
Too much patriotism in this thing to
Absolutely.
not have it end up in somebody's
Page 37 in your
office or
book.
some such thing. Entryway, somebody's big business. Cool.
Yeah.
Got the sower down there in the corner, by the way.
Yes.
Cool. And give us 1,500 on this one. 1,500, bit of 1,500, 1,500, bit of a 15. 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, bit of a 15, bit of 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 a 1,500. 15. 1,500. Anybody 15? 1,500. 1,500. Last call here, 1,500. Okay, we're going to pass on that one. Matt gets to babysit that one for a little while, I guess. We are on to number 33. I
33,
believe.
The Hollow.
Yeah. Boy, that is just amazing. Was that by the
David Manzanares.
miniature golf course, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Sound right?
I think it was.
Yeah. That's how not to hold a golf club, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't do like that. Unless you're trying to shoot a high score, then maybe you do.
Maybe.
Number 33, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, bid him a 15, bid of 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 1,500. Anybody 1,500? 1,500? 1,500? Anybody 1,500? 1,500? We're going to take a pass on that one. And we're going to go on to, I'll spit it out here, 36 in his hands.
36 in his hands. Yes.
Now, if you collect zebras, here's your chance to get or camouflage items. I don't know what, but
You know, it's almost mesmerizing if you
Oh, golly,
if you
yeah.
just look at it. It's
Yeah.
one of those unique pieces
Not
It
that
just
you and I would ever take such a thing,
make
but
you-
remember the old days in the 70s when people inhaled certain things. That's
Yeah,
the kind
they-
of thing they'd
there
see if
were
they held
those
their hand
people.
up, just like that. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
I just heard stories.
It
That's
has
all.
that connotation,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well,
but
see, you don't have to take. You just look in your front
you
yard
go.
and see that, or your
Yeah.
backyard. In his hands, Diane Ogden did this. 1,500 where? 1,500, 1,500, bit of 15, 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 1,500. Anybody 15, 1,500, 1,500. If you want it,
now's the
now's
time.
the time. 1,500, 1,500. We're going to pass on that one also. Let's see, I did that wrong. Up here, pass, 1,500. Did we not get a bit on Spider-Man?
No, we didn't.
What were we thinking?
I'm going to steal the
What were you
microphone for
thinking?
this one real quick.
Go ahead, Matt.
So many of you guys may remember the controversy that happened around this one. I had, it was I'm not sure it was over the summer. I got an email from somebody, a lady in the community saying, hey, we need to get rid of this thing. These are devil hands. It needs to be, the words were abandoned in an empty ditch.
Yeah.
And so that email came out. About 2 weeks later, I didn't realize, well, I knew that she had sent it to the city council as well, but 2 weeks later, it showed up in the city council packet, this email. And so that next day, the Journal-Star ran an article about this lady who said that these were devil hands and they should be destroyed. That evening, CNN called me, and I was like, okay, I guess I didn't really expect that to happen. Yeah, the next day, Fox News called me, and then the next day, the New York Post called me. And so we had 3 of these major nationwide news organizations. It was all for their online journals, but we had the controversy around this one went a little bit crazy.
I guess.
So we had a fun time riding that wave.
Yeah.
We went back to the city council 2 weeks later, and the person, there was a second person that kind of picked up and started harping on it. And I said to her, I said, that actually means I love you in sign language as well. And she said, well, you know that sign language was invented by a Satanist, right? I was like, okay, we're clearly
not gonna win that one.
we're not going anywhere on this one.
Okay. Yeah.
So we went and showed up and stood up for Spider-Man and defended Spider-Man, as the newspaper called it. And a few weeks later, out of nowhere, I get this package at my house addressed to the defender of Spider-Man. And we'll open it up, and I got some Spider-Man socks from some random admirer here in Lincoln. So I am wearing them tonight in honor of the controversy around Spider-Man. So this was a really fun piece that garnered a lot of national attention for the project, that's for sure. So I thought I'd just share that real quick.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You could be the owner here in another 30 seconds.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know, Matt. If you run those through the wash, would you throw those in with the sculpture? Yeah.
Well, how about 1,500 on
1,500.
Spider-Man?
Yeah,
1,500.
Spider-Man.
1,500, bit of 15.
Ian
Give us
Anthony
1,500.
Lang was the artist.
1,500, bit of 15, 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 bit of 1,500. 1,500, 1,500. You can make up your own story once you own it. 1,500. 1,500. Anybody 15? 1,500. We're going to pass on Spider-Man, and hopefully something good will happen to him in the near future. And we are down to
38.
number 38. I believe that's our last
Supported
one.
by Grace.
Yeah, that's
Supported
too
by
cool, too.
Grace.
That needs
Page 41.
needs an owner here.
Pete Wilcox
Supported
is
by
the
Grace,
artist.
yep.
Is the artist? Yeah.
And give us 1,500 on that one. That looks like that one. 1,500. 15, bit of 15, bit of 15, bit of
That
15,
is
bit of
so
15, bit
pretty.
of 15.
It's got some great color.
1,500. 1,500. That
You
took a
bet.
few weeks, months, or whatever to get that one. 1,500. 1,500. Anybody? 15. 1,500. Anybody? 15. Bit of 15, bit of 15, bit of 15, bit of 15. Anybody? 1,500. 1,500. Well, Chris, we're going to pass on that.
All righty.
And you're probably going to want to say something clever and invite Matt maybe back up here.
Yeah. There you go. Here is Matt.
And Chris and I thank you for all your attention.
Yeah, let's
Good
give him a
job,
round of
folks.
applause. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We had some unexpected surprises in some of these, so that was kind of fun to see. Total, we were just kind of penciling it on the back of a napkin, raised over $120,000 tonight. So, yeah, that's right. Give it a round of applause for that. I had a couple people grab me and pull me aside a little bit ago too, and said they'd like to help out with that BMX park, the bike park that we're looking at installing. So if you're interested in doing that, please feel free to do that. Hang out for a little while. If you'd like to grab a T-shirt from our project or a book, commemorative book, or a poster, you can do that. And we just appreciate you guys all for coming out. Thanks for coming. Have a great night.